Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Kim, the Globetrotting Girly, and I'm back to take you with me as I do 24 hours in Costa Rica at an Airbnb. If you haven't already visited my channel, this is actually my second time staying in Costa Rica. I will be staying at a resort, but prior to us arriving at the resort, we decided to do an Airbnb. Interestingly enough, the Airbnb was 4 times cheaper than staying an extra night at the resort, so we were like, let's make it do what it do. And then I had the genius idea that I was going to rent a car because I just didn't want to be stuck in the Airbnb. I wanted to get out and explore a little bit about Costa Rica. So, because I'm learning Spanish, we did a lot of the paperwork and things in Spanish, but when it came down to like damages and claims and like the legal stuff, like the really important stuff, that we did in English. But just like in the States, it's just like renting a car with any other rental car service. So we went around, we did, we looked at damages and just to make sure, mark things on the paperwork. I took a video of this whole entire process because I didn't want anybody coming back in any language telling me I did anything to this car. Okay? But it actually was a pretty simplistic experience. The hardest part was me trying to figure out how to connect my Bluetooth, how to connect my phone to the radio because I didn't know what stations I wanted to listen to, but I knew, listen, get me going with my own music. So that was the hardest thing that I had to overcome when it came to renting the car. Driving was a breeze. Right next door to the rental car place is a restaurant. So before I left the area, the gentleman that was helping me rent the car, I had asked him, hey, give me the top 5 places that I need to visit while I'm here in this area. I'm only here overnight. Let's talk food, let's talk drinks. Where should I not be? Should I be in the house by a certain time? What are the rules of the road? I just wanted to get an overall feel. And when I tell you he was such a gentleman, he gave me some really, really good advice that I'll share along the way. But he was like, listen, you're fine. You'll be safe. As long as you're not trying to drive really late at night on these really windy and very small and sometimes not paved very well roads, you'll be just fine. As you can see, the restaurant he suggested, like I said, is right next door. It's an open air restaurant. It's called La Chosa de Laurel or Laurel. Y'all, I keep telling y'all I'm trying to work on this Spanish. Look how close we were to the airport. Literally, I watched the planes land and take off during my entire meal. And I will tell you, I enjoyed my meal. Granted, it was extremely hot and there were some bugs, but it wasn't a lot. That was like a mushroom soup. They were like, it's a palate cleanser, just to start out, delicious. I ordered another one of those. I also got a side salad that was included as part of your appetizer. Next, I decided to get me a little drinky drink, so I got me a guado sour, which is guado, sugar, and lemon. It cost me about $5.79. Didn't really like it. I thought it was going to be like an amaretto sour, but it really was more like flavored water. I don't remember what this is called, but this is like a fried cheese. Very similar to mozzarella cheese without, or mozzarella sticks without the casing, the breading. I tried it. It was very bland. I don't know what I expected, but I definitely needed a little bit more salt, okay? I don't know. It just needed a little bit of something. It was a decent appetizer. I wouldn't write home about it, honestly. All right, so this next dish that is coming out, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually arroz con camarones or shrimp and rice. It did come with another side salad, a mixed salad. It has some onions and stuff. It looks a little bit different than the first one. Tried it, didn't like it. I do not like it plain, okay? I don't like lettuce. I love spinach, don't like lettuce, and I was like, I'm gonna need some dressing. And if you know me, you know I don't like dressing either because, again, I don't like salad. I don't like lettuce. But this cilantro dressing was so good. I just kept asking for salad. That's how good it was. The food was also immensely good as well. But as I told you, it was extremely hot. It was about 97 degrees when I arrived. They do provide you with, of course, free water, but if you wanted that big bottle of water, you paid for it. It was a few dollars, maybe $2, $3. Absolutely worth it. I don't know if I shared it with you, but I think that meal, the rice was about $15.64. I didn't pay more than $50 for that lunch. So I got back in the road and I decided I had some time to kill. I couldn't check into my Airbnb for another 3-4 hours. So I was like, I saw that there was a Walmart and I needed to pick up a few things. I knew there was a Walmart in advance. Let me be honest. I knew there was a Walmart in advance and I was like, this is going to be my opportunity to get some toiletries, to get some towels. I try not to use any towels and things in my own. I got my own sheets and everything, y'all. I was like, Let me tell you what I found interesting about this Walmart. When I tell you this Walmart was a one-stop shop, like from futons and bunk beds to washer and dryers to patio furniture to makeup to food, like everything that you needed was in this one. Clothes, everything. I even took like a hot break and was like sitting down on the patio furniture. I needed to re-up or get some more makeup and I could not find my shade. They don't have like the dark shades. I was like, okay, so I'm screwed there, but it's okay. I'm going to make it work. And this is where I find the greatest salad dressing ever. That was the salad dressing that the young lady told me about at the restaurant, so I had to pick it up and bring it home. I think I spent about $65. I got some snacks. I loaded up. I got a bunch of stuff. And then my good old friend at the car rental place at Enterprise. Again, this was another place he suggested. He said this was kind of like an open food market. I don't know what we call it here, but like a la marqueta. The mercado. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. But basically, different businesses had different stalls and you can buy a bunch of different food. This stall, they just sold like chicken. Like you want all different types of chicken, this was your spot. They did give like fries and rice and things like that. Chicken spot, pizza spot, like Italian spot. Like they had a bunch of different options here. I really liked it. The only thing, it had nothing to do with this place. Again, so hot. I was tired. I flew all that way. Had the dinner. I'm learning how to drive. I'm in and out of Walmart. I'm trying to get something to eat. It's hot. I'm sweating through my clothes. I'm just ready to get to the Airbnb at this time. But the people were very friendly. They were trying to figure out what in the world I was doing because I'm here walking around with this camera. I don't know if they thought I was part of the Secret Service or what, but they were very nice about it. And I did get a chance to practice my Spanish. The most important part of this day was me being able to get a drink. I really felt like I deserved it, okay? I really was traversing through this day. So I decided to stop at the Yard. The Yard is basically like these cocktails to go. And I'm like, they give you these huge like plastic containers, like the ones that you get from like the amusement parks, like they have your drinks in, or the ones you get in New Orleans, filled with liquor. There's like this huge menu where you can choose the different types of drinks that you could get, the flavors, how strong you wanted it. I knew I had to drive after this, and I was in another country, and I needed to be vigilant and alert and everything else. I said, I don't want to get anything too strong, so I just got me more of like a plain mojito. It was so good, and I was shocked. I said, can I drink this on the street? They were like, absolutely. Yes. It was literally like New Orleans. They were like, you can take this whole thing to go. When I tell you I drank on that thing all day and all night, and I was like, before I leave this Airbnb tomorrow, I'm going to finish it up. I sure did. I didn't stay there too long because, again, I went and got some groceries. I don't know why I didn't. I got ice cream. I got juice. I got chips. I got everything that I thought I would need to make this a comfortable stay, even though I was only there for 24 hours. And so that's me sitting at the gate. My experience with accessing the property was actually really simple. All of these things were on the main road. The airport, the restaurant, the Airbnb, that market. The market was like one block over, but it was all on like this one main road. And because I had been to Costa Rica before, this road was familiar to me. There was particularly a Taco Bell that if you watch my video on Planet Hollywood, you see that I actually stopped at that Taco Bell. So I was like, oh my gosh. And there was a market that we stopped at before. So I kind of knew where I was. I did have my bearings. It was all pretty much a straight line. So very close. The Airbnb is on a secured property. There was a guard that met me there. He was armed. He did only speak Spanish. We tried to communicate the best we could, and then we started to use our phones to do a little bit of translation. There was assigned parking. The only thing was, from my car to the building, it was a long walk. And it was super long because I had to push a cart and do it 2 or 3 times to get all of my, not just my luggage and stuff, and I didn't even take all of my luggage out, but I had to get all of the groceries and things out. So I took a few trips. I was exhausted. But when I tell you, I really like this Airbnb. And it was actually pretty cheap. I think it was $135 or something like that for the night. And I had looked at the reviews, and everyone was saying how close it was to the airport and how great the host was, and they are absolutely right. I wish I could have gotten some more aerial footage, but because of the drone restrictions, because we were so close to the airport, I couldn't. And I was exhausted. I was like, this is the best. I'm giving you the best that I got. But y'all already know what time it is. It's time for you to join me for the next adventure. Either check out where we go to after this, which is Dreams Las Marias, or check out somewhere else. But like, subscribe, share, comment. Don't be a stranger. I promise I won't be either. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.